Come closer, my little youngster. Listen to this as a dialogue between your heart and mine, rather than as a sermon delivered into thin air. I am aware of the precise structure of your days, the little, unresolved concerns that keep you up at night, the things you say out loud, and the things you are afraid to mention. I've been where you've been. I've felt the weight of the world pressing down on a human chest, and I'm here to tell you that you were never left to bear that burden alone. I will not let the demands of tomorrow to rob you of the rest of your soul now. I am with you now quietly, tenaciously and compassionately. Pay attention. Some seasons have a waiting room vibe to them. You convinced yourself that you were late, that you believed a chance had passed you by, and that the doors were locked. However, this waiting is a preparedness rather than a lack of concern. The hour is determined by me. The cosmos is being nudged by me in the subtle, almost imperceptible ways that complement your faith. I was moving the parts of your life that you couldn't move on your own, shutting doors that would have injured you and opening channels you couldn't see when you thought nothing was moving. An invitation has been crafted to accommodate your waiting. Although it has been a cloak, you have carried dread as if it were armor. In order to look safe to others, it advised you to conceal, shrink, and make little commitments to yourself. Hear me out, you are no longer defined by your fear. I've come to liberate your soul and give you back the freedom you were born with. Tell yourself, I belong to the one who orders my steps, and no power can steal my appointed blessing. In response to worries that tell you that you are not enough, that the gift has been taken away, or that your season is over, angels are present in your life, not in an aloof impersonal sense, but rather in active serving capacities. Angels stand at thresholds. I designate and defend the paths I open. It was not chance when a door opened and you pondered how it could have happened, or when you experienced an unexpected act of kindness at the perfect time. An angel was sent to fulfill a little bit of grace. Remind yourself of the unseen assistants at work whenever worrying attempts to persuade you differently. They are not narratives, they are genuine. They bring tasks to your life from my heart. When you are hardly able to breathe, they give you power and eliminate invisible stones. Have faith in their movements. You have shown faithfulness in seemingly unimportant ways. When no one was looking, you fed a neighbor. In a discussion that may have become acrimonious, you opted for patience when there was no applause and the nights were long. You clung to hope. I weave your wonderful day on the loom of those little, devoted deeds. Not a single act of compassion has escaped my memory. Everything you gave, even the silent tears you believe no one heard, is noted in heaven and will eventually be remembered. Don't judge your life by the praise of others. I value dedication, but the world counts. Loud winds. My heart is echoed by people who rise early to pray. who show kindness when they may show resentment, and who offer the last little to those in need. The amount of accomplishment you amass does not amaze me. The form of your soul moves me thus. Take a break from performing. Take a break from frantically attempting to win favor. Allow your soul to breathe. Relax your hands, I will relocate for you. I'm close now. Hear what I have to say regarding your life. I announce that what was broken will be restored. Where uncertainty has been, I announce clarity. I proclaim that doors are opening to areas of calm, supply and purpose, not by chance, but by my plan. Where fear has spoken, I speak bravery instead. I replace the whispers of tension with silence. I put camaraderie where loneliness sat like a heavy stone. Take this as a spiritual movement, rather than just words of optimism. Your life's governing worlds are changing. Set your heart to anticipate my actions. My child, walk boldly in faith and love. With your super Thanksgiving $5, let the truth of my word reach those who long for the light. Join me in this divine mission to heal and uplift. Click on the Super Thanksgiving button and be enveloped in my grace now. And listen to this message further. You may be concerned about fearing that success will alter you. Stress, the tug of jealousy when someone else succeeds, and the conflict between contentment and wanting more. If you hold them against me, they are little threats instead than defining your days. Stress is an indication that something needs to be addressed. Bring your tension to me, and I'll help you figure out what is yours and what you can let go of. Envy takes happiness, so when it whispers, call it out and then turn your face to thankfulness. Success is a test as well as a gift. Therefore, make a commitment to me to keep your eyes on me, your hands open and your heart tender. Avoid using success as a place to sacrifice who you are. Make use of it as a tool to help others. Work with purpose, relax with faith. Give with delight and receive with humility. That's the rhythm I'll teach you. Fear is not a foundation for a life. Build it on my presence. Act as if you are constructing something timeless as you do the tasks I have given you. Don't be desperate, but do it with brilliance. Do it because your life is a light that needs to burn continuously rather than briefly. Your relaxation in waiting and your strength in action will come from me. Now listen to me as I talk to the painful areas of your heart, the strained relationships, the hurtful words, and the hopes that have folded up like old letters. I'm patching up what was ripped. You are unable to unwind the knots that I am untying. The first step on the road to recovery is choosing to believe in my healing. Give up the myth that you have to wear. Every scar is evidence of your perseverance. Yes, scars serve as testimony, but they don't have to be anchors. Permit me to transform old scars into new lines of beauty. Influence is not a label. Rather, it is the results you produce. This is important for those who feel helpless. in situations where they formerly had influence, such as a lost job, a position that changed, or a relationship that ended. When you choose integrity in the little things, when you serve and when you love, you yield fruit. What is true will be noticed by the world. When you adopt a stance of fidelity rather than loud ambition, the tides of favor change. I'm shifting your impact to fit your actual purpose rather than looks. Your mission hasn't been taken away. Therefore, trust me. When the position changes, your heart's bonds will be broken by me. Chains of shame, remorse, and I am not enough. I now announce that you are enough. Because I created you, I adore you, which is why you are beloved. Where my kindness rules, shame has no legal grip. A litany of what I have done should take the place of the one about what you haven't done. Say it again, I am loved. I have been picked. Allow those facts to surround your thoughts. Like a shield, I am being prepared. Here is a guarantee that will help you stay on course. Chances will present themselves, and they will be accompanied with bravery. Don't let what is stop you when the opportunity presents itself to enable you to walk through. The angels have been assigned definite missions on your behalf. I'll grant you the discernment to know which doors to open and the humility to enter them. When the time comes, have your soul ready to answer with a calm assurance that says, Lord, I will follow your lead rather than with dread. You may prepare your soul for miracles by keeping an optimistic but non-desperate attitude. Expectation is a calm understanding that I act on behalf of those who trust me, not a fearful want. Say audacious prayers, leave them in my hands. Once you have prayed them from the bottom of your heart, when heaven meets everyday life, miracles occur, and I'm prepared to walk through those intersections. My light may shine its brightest when you are unable to see the path. The investment of friendship is sacred. Don't put your heart in the wrong hands. Not every person who cheers you on is worthy of a seat at your table. Seek for people who support your religion, keep you lovingly responsible, and acknowledge your positive traits without being alarmed by your development. I'll introduce you to the right people, friends who are kind, honest, and dependable. Do not see a separation as rejection. My pruning is one example of a departure. It makes room for deeper roots. I'm not absent when a buddy goes in the next season. I am creating space for someone who will accompany you on your journey. You inquired about how to maintain motivation. When boredom sets in, start with little deeds. Momentum is created by little actions. Every morning read a passage from the Bible and use it to help you formulate your day's sentence. Before noon, choose one person to bless. Even when you don't feel like it, move your body, treat every inch as if it were a mile. Posture begets progress, persistence becomes posture. You get the strength to tackle the mountains. When you structure your days with little victories, critics will speak out and try to use your blunders to define you. Now I'm telling you, don't exchange your identity for other people's opinions. My words are laced into your identity. I own you, stand by what I've said. I'm forgiven, I've been picked. I have a purpose for my talent. Let their words be heard over the derision. When someone accuses you, respond honestly and proceed amicably. Now listen to the angels as they assure you that they are positioned to catch the slings that would be thrown at you. They are there where you cannot be, in areas of temptation, in covert plots, and along potentially dangerous routes. They are there to protect and encourage, but they do not take away your free will. When you experience an unexpected respite or a moment of mercy at the brink of catastrophe, give thanks to the one who provided assistance and show respect for the invisible hands that kept you safe. Since money and provision are important to many people, I shall talk about them honestly. Provision is the ability to address the needs in front of you, not just the money in a bank. I am the God who creates storehouses and multiplies fish and loaves. However, stewardship, the obedient sharing of what you have, the prudent management of resources, and the unwillingness to let fear control your giving, is often how provision comes to pass. You are in line with my economy, which is one of plenty rather than scarcity. When you give with faith, give because your heart is stirred not to get attention. Then, see how I unlocked channels you believed to be closed. You will be put to the test. An exam is a school, not a trap. I develop character in testing. Success will show what has been created. When it comes, will it show pride or humility? Will it show dependence on oneself or on me? If you request it, I will grant you grace throughout the exam. Bring me inside your life's exam room. Allow me to mold your responses. If fear reappears in a different garb, don't be shocked. It will seem as worrying as realism. As a useful caution, recognize the difference between paralyzing dread and prudent prudence. Ask yourself, is this wisdom or is this fear? As you feel your chest constriction, then in the dark take a deep breath and decide to have the bravery of a kid who trusts their parents' hand. I now offer you a useful statement to say, both when you wake up and when you go to sleep. I claim peace by the power of my Father. I let go of my fear. Say it twice, once in the morning and once before bed. I step into the good that God has prepared for me. Allow those words to calm your nerves and allow your heart to relax. Let's discuss partnerships that have seemed to be stalled. Love is a deliberate decision rather than just a feeling. Start with presence. If you're yearning for more intimate relationships, be mindful of the little things. Touch without a plan, listen without a prepared answer, and forgive without being asked. When you irrigate the common soul of everyday existence, Love blossoms. Ask God to grant you the strength to express the truth softly and to accept it in humility. If you're feeling stuck, there will be times when you can almost taste the impending breakthrough. React with appreciation when that stirring occurs. Praise accuses the darkness and clears the way. You unite yourself with what heaven is already doing. When you worship beforehand, it's spiritual collaboration, not superstition. Heaven responds to the signal of praise, which is, "I trust you, Lord." I want to reassure you by telling you that I won't abandon you. In the midst of your tale, I shall always remember your tears. I will respect you by paying back what has been stolen. Your testimony will serve as a light for those who believe their journey is over, not just a little footnote. I proclaim that you will exude a grace-filled aroma that inspires others to seek health. Remember this when worrying tells you that you are alone. I am closer than your next breath. Your next surprise is further away than angels. Your next concern is further away than provision. Your dread is far from miracles. Don't allow the opponent to dictate the limits of your imagination. Think about me, think bravery. Think of plenty. Think about friendships that are pillar strong. Imagine living in a rhythm where you generate and relax, and where your success serves as a means of giving. Enter I receive. If you're prepared to welcome a new dose of bravery, right now, let me put a new term on your tongue now, kid. When you are inclined to shrink, say this out loud: no more shrinking. Declare it with conviction. I proceed with the strength that God has given me. Make it your day's compass to not see setbacks as destinations when they occur, which they will. There are diversions that help you become sharper. Make use of them to learn, to improve, and to make another decision. You may be wondering what the next practical step is. Start with 3 simple steps. 1. Pick one individual to support today. Offer a tiny, concrete act of assistance and speak kindly to read a single verse from the Bible and allow it to influence your thoughts for the day. 3. Complete one responsible deed that you have been putting off. The greater tasks are drawn closer to completion by the momentum created by these 3 acts. You are surrounded with spiritual protective tasks. I recruit angels to protect the boundaries of your home, marriage, and place of employment. They stand like sentries during storms. They murmur reminders of truth. When uncertainty attempts to take over your thoughts, they watch over you while you sleep. Have faith in them. Angels of the Lord guard and guide my steps. You are not doing magic, rather, you are recognizing the fact that my kingdom sends forth servants when needed. Address them in your own terms. I wish to eliminate the false beliefs you have held. False beliefs: I am too late. True beliefs: my timing is perfect. False beliefs: I am unworthy. True beliefs: I am loved beyond measure. False beliefs I need to earn God's favor. True beliefs I am already favored because of Christ. Keep these truths near to your heart. When you have chilly thoughts, wrap them over your head like a cloak. Favor will come your way in unexpected ways. Someone you hardly know may call you when bills are due. A check may come. You may make a connection that changes your course. Remember to be grateful that the skies are working in your favor. When these things happen, remember to behave honorably with each blessing. Treat what you get with respect by taking good care of it. More than just material prosperity. Generosity opens the path to happiness. Your love and support mean everything to us. As we continue sharing God's message of hope, faith, and blessings. If this message has touched your heart, we humbly invite you to show your gratitude by giving at least $11. Super thanks are your choice each month. Whoever can give super thanks, please give as much as possible. And whoever cannot, please try to read this message completely. Your generosity helps us create more uplifting content that inspires souls and brings people closer to God. By clicking the Super Thanks button below, you're not just supporting our work, you're becoming a part of this divine mission to spread God's love to those who need it most. Thank you for your kindness. Stay blessed, stay joyful, and may God's grace always be with you. Keep up your humble path. Pride will attempt to rejoice too soon. Keep your heart soft. Take criticism well and grow from it. Being humble does not make you less capable. Rather, it makes you more capable. It makes room for me to enter and pass through you. If you decide to go on at this time, despite your knees shaking tight, I trust you. I am bringing out something lovely in you. My darling, I am drafting a new chapter and deleting the previous script. Yes, there will be hardships along the way, but there will also be incredible blessings. The promises are being fulfilled. The roads are being prepared, and the angels have been appointed. Continue to breathe, continue to believe. Continue moving forward. Even little faith-filled steps will eventually become stone steps. Rest in my presence, take up the bravery I offer you. I poured forth love with reckless grace. You have more to tell even today. A larger chapter is being written. Continue to listen, continue answering. Continue to have faith. The sound of my voice will cause the seed you have been keeping in the dark to grow. Please stay with me a little while longer, my dear child, in this peaceful place. The outer world can wait when you go. The clamor that demands and the never-ending wheel whirling will still be there, but this time is different. Like a beautiful pearl, this moment is cut out of eternity and put in your hands. I don't want you to hurry by it. I do not want you to look at it and then leave. Holding it and letting it rest on your heart will allow its warmth to soak into you, because this moment is more than just a whisper. It is a promise and anchor and a seed that will blossom into something bigger than you could ever dream. There are no simple solutions to the questions you have been holding because you are afraid of being misinterpreted, rather than because you lack faith. You have been carrying difficulties that you seldom ever express out loud. You have also kept a lot of your problems to yourself. But I've seen it all. I have been there for every silent thought, every unsaid pain, and every darkness that has attempted to loom over your spirit. My spirit has prayed for you while you were at a loss for words, and my presence has embraced you. Even when you felt alone, do not believe that I have overlooked you because of your quiet. It hasn't actually. It has made you more obvious to me, for I have leaned in closest to you. During your silent sighs and sleepless nights, performance and perfection don't appeal to me. Honesty and the sheer reality of your emotions appeal to me, and I find you to be wonderful. You may feel exhausted and insignificant, but I see perseverance, unwavering faith, and love that endures despite the storm's attempts to put it out. You question if I'm close. You question if I'm talking. And believe me when I say that I have never been more present than I am at this moment. You anticipate my proximity to appear as fire, thunder, or wide sky. Therefore, you don't always identify it. However, it often takes the form of silence, a breath or a phrase that falls softly but contains eternity. Even if I don't always make myself known, once you realize I'm here, it's impossible to forget. Delays are not the same as absences. Silence does not equate to desertion. Before their green tips ever emerge from the earth, some seeds spend months growing underground. Some of the promises I sowed in New Year's ago are still alive, they're only concealed, awaiting the right time of year to blossom. I'm not running late, I never arrive late. One day you will look back and understand that everything happened as it should have, that everything was in order, and that everything was bringing you to this point. My time is inscribed with knowledge that you cannot see, yet you have seen other people's journeys, and question if you were lagging behind, have lost your opportunity, or have somehow let go of my purpose for you. But pay attention, nothing I say to you can be taken. I can't take back anything I've written for you. My plans are stable, they don't crumble under stress. They don't fade with time. And they don't rely on people's acceptance. Because I stand, so do my ideas. My word accomplishes what I send it to do. It doesn't come back empty. Avoid regretting the past and comparing yourself to others. Look up, look at me. I am working in realms you cannot see, so look inside. Even as you sit here, wondering whether anything is changing, I am tying things together that will surprise you in the future. And since I don't want you to let go in the waiting, I'm telling you this now. I don't want time to lead you to have lesser expectations of me. I am the same one who created universes with a single breath, divided oceans, fed millions, and summoned life from a grave. Don't make your prayers smaller to fit in with what you see. Extend your prayers to reflect my identity. I am aware that the days might be burdensome. I am aware of how much uncertainty weighs on you. However, you are not alone in this. I'm raising the weight, but I'm also strengthening your shoulders. I carry it so smoothly sometimes you don't notice. But you would have passed out long ago if I hadn't. My sustaining hand is shown by the fact that you are still alive, breathing and believing even in little ways. Don't belittle your religion. Don't hate the little glimmer of optimism you're always attempting to preserve. A mustard seed may develop into something powerful. When expressed with faith, even a whisper has the power to move mountains. Your willingness to rely on me is what I'm looking for, not how strong you are. Get closer. Put your nervous rehearsals of potential disasters on paper. Let go of the pressure to influence unavoidable results. Have faith that I am already in front of you, setting up spaces for your feet to tread, doors to open, and hearts to greet you. I'm working on everything around you, not just on you. I'll give you back what you believed was gone. I'll fix what you believed was irreparable. I'll make up for the squandered years. And because you are mine, and I take great pleasure in demonstrating my kindness to you, I will do it in a manner that will leave you in awe, not because you earned it. So stay with me and hail here. Make these words a part of who you are. You don't have to go right into the next assignment, concern, or requirement. Remain here until your hands and heart are steadied by trust, until hope rises again like morning, and until calm comes back to you like a river. And don't think you're abandoning me when you leave this place. I'll accompany you, I won't disappear. In both the routine and the spectacular, it will walk by your side. It will keep you in both public and secret locations. I'll be wherever you are. We don't forget you. You are not forgotten. You're not alone yourself. I own you furthermore. I'm not done with you yet. Breathe deeply, my darling, and know that this is the stabilizing of a promise rather than the end of a chapter. I accompany you through peaceful evenings and fresh dawns by sending angels to defend you and unlocking doors that have been set aside only for you. Let go and maintain your trust. Be brave, love, without reservation, and expect magic when uncertainty arises. Keep in mind who you are. I will be at your side until every promise I made to you is fulfilled. Rise later in my strength. Rest now in my calm. I've gone before you. So go on, please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification.